Now then, alright everyone, let me sort that camera out. Yes, well, I just thought I'd put a bit of an update video up because I ain't done that for a while in the workshop and there seems to be just loads of bits and bobs going off at the moment. So first of all, I am working on some leather work. So if I just spin this camera around. Right, so the first one, these are the back pieces. These are like the front sections. This one's going to be for a bullet pouch for 470 Nitro Expressors. So basically similar to what this one is. However, this one is a little bit too heavy, I've been told. It's been made with, I'm not sure. Well, I've had some extra sections at the top and bottom for the press studs. I've got the belt loops on there, but basically it was to try and make a lighter version than that. So I've seen another idea for it. I've been sent another idea. So basically, I've got a thinner leather. I've got the backing piece here, and instead of having, oh, that's it, the fronts. Got the fronts on as well. So that's basically for the bullet loops. Then it's this piece that goes onto there, and then that then goes onto here. It's going to be a smaller piece at the back, so that one folds out quite wide. This one's only basically going to cover the bottom piece and then fold over the top. It's going to have a little bit of a strap underneath that's then, sorry, it's going to be that way around, fold over and go onto a Sam Brown. Hopefully that should be a lighter system. So basically, the guy who's having it is having two of those. So he did say that version, a couple of those, does weight your trousers down. So got those to put together. I'll be putting fronts on today. I've got a darker version as well because one of my dyes was, for some reason, I must have used a walnut brown dauber, and it's come out, instead of tan, it's come out a bit more walnut brown. Next one, I've got a couple more bullet pouches to do. So basically this a pocket version, 3-round pocket version for, I think it's going to be a 223 Creedmoor. And then one of the old Mark 1 design bullet pouches, again for 22, did I say 223? I meant 22 Creedmoor. That's going to have 2 press studs on it as opposed to Sam Brown that I usually do. So I've got to sort that out and put the belt loops onto this bit. It's all been Canova creamed and what have you, so they're ready for sort of like a bit of a brush down and then sticking the bits together. That goes over here. That goes over here. Next bit is this one. That's my filleting knife that I've had done. I've just been trying to work out the sheath. Now if I just come over here, sheath here. Now I did have I got it over there? At the minute I've just got stuff all over the place. That's the bit I'm looking for. Right, so I did have a plastic insert that went into the sheath there. Basically, because the filleting knife has got a bit of a curve on it, so it's one of those over there. Because it's got that curve to that point, the problem is with the sheath is that when you slide it in at the top, there's a chance that it'll dig into the end, well, the side of it, and basically you'll just push the knife through. So you need something for the knife to run along. Now, I did use this plastic insert that I've got and cut down from, basically I bought a batch of these ones and I thought I'll just try it. So that basically fits into the sheath there. The problem is a slight lip at that bit. And I've noticed the tip of the blade will just catch on it sometimes. So I thought, right, I'm not happy with that. So what I'm going to do, I've already made the Kydex sheath for it. Well, a Kydex inner. I'm going to trim this down so it doesn't have to cover, it doesn't need any rivets or anything like that because that's going to be going into there. So I can trim it down, make sure that it's long enough, or well, short enough rather, because I need to trim it down to about here. And then that's going to slide inside this sheath. So when you put this knife into there, the tip's not going to touch onto the edge of the leather and go through. It'll just slide all the way down. So that's that one sorted. I have realised as well that I'm running out of space in my workshop drastically after I've managed to get this laser engraver sent. I've got my sewing machine that I still need to work out how to use. But that at the minute's just going rolled around all over the place. And yeah, I've got some more leatherwork dyeing. So this one is just a basic sort of Cobra style sling. It's going to be for a 410, so I need some 410 loops on it, and I'm putting some initials on. So the only sections there it's got the main piece. I've got a little strap that's going to be cut out for putting round the loops to put round on the strap. That is for putting the 410 cartridges on, which is going to go somewhere around here-ish, and then the initials above. It's not really a buckle. I can't remember what they're called now, but that's what I'm going to use to so it can be adjusted in length. They use it on, it's for bridles type things. So the leather will come through, loop round it, and it's the pin in the centre that holds it in place. So anyway, that's the one that's going to be used, and obviously the leather loops are going to be on top and bottom of it just to keep it all in place. I've got some knives on my bench that I still need to finish off, so I've rounded them. I've got them all sort of like rounded off at the beginning of the week. So I've got this one is row catcher with some antler handle. It's got the roebuck pin at the front, a muntjac pin at the back. That one is in Magna Cut, so another one of the newer steels, but the different steel that I've used in the powdered steel. So that one's in Magna Cut. Then I've got a pair of, so I've got a muntjac catcher and an unzipper. They've both got the carbon fibre with the gold flex in, both with muntjac pins. And then I've got a little coney kit, which is got basically the handle material is to match a Fallastalker that I've already done, which is, so it's black and purple acrylic with some orange liners. I've also got this one here, which is walnut with red and black liners on it. It's a row catcher. I'm going to do some checker plating. No, not checker plating it. I'm going to do some checkering on this one, because this one's going to be a practice for when I do two others that I'm making out of Damascus steel. Hopefully it'll all work nicely, but I've never done checkering before, so it's going to be completely new to us. And then I've got this one here, which is a falla catcher, which has got the walnut and rosewood handle with, this one's got a Corby bolt at the front, a couple of brass pins and a brass pin at the back with the black and white G10 liners. Was making another one with the row catcher version with a row pin on it, and I've gone and drilled the handle wrong, so I've basically had to start all over again making the handles up, which is slightly annoying because that means I needed to get the some more rosewood, so I've got that stabilising at the moment. Also, I don't know if anybody else is having this problem at all, but certain colours in 1.5mm G10 seem to be rarer than rocking horse poo, and typically for the knife that I need to make, I need some 1.5mm G10, which is just really annoying. So anyway, that's what's going off in the workshop. If I get any of these sorted, I'll bang them on end of video, and we'll see you later. Actually, I will put them on. You can see them now. Back again. So, right, this is all the leather work that I've got finished off. First of all was the little pouches. So this one is the, it's for a 2.2 Creedmoor. One of my Mark 1 bullet pouches, but instead of having the Sam Brown fittings, it's got a couple of press studs on there. No belt loop on it, so this one's just a simple one to go in the pocket. That one's a 5-round one, and then there's a smaller 3-round one which has got the open top on. I've done a few of these in the past for people that have asked for them. Next one, rifle sling. So this one is just the straight leather, no backing or out on there. Little link on the top that's already on, so the guy that I'm making it for has already sent me the swivels. This one's actually off of an old 410, so that's where it's going back onto. So I just wanted it fairly basic. It's got a couple of loops on it to be able to add on some a couple of cartridges. It's, funnily enough, the 410 cartridge. If I'm making these for like a 308, say I'm making a rifle sling with 308 loops on there, it's pretty much the same size as a 410 cartridge, so it's the same sort of size loop. So I've just basically changed the length of it so it's a little bit longer, and they fit in quite nice and snug. The connection, I can't remember what these are called, but I'll find out and I'll put a link, I'll put a name up for them somewhere. It's the type that go on the bridle. So basically, you feed it through the front, loop round the back swivel, and then come back through in between. It's a little bit of a faff to get it all lined up properly. It's not as easy as just doing a normal buckle, but there's no additional parts. It's just one solid piece of brass with a stud in the centre, and it holds on nice and tight. I've just added a couple of little loops on as well, just to keep it all nice and neat. I've left it long on this section, so when he comes to put it all on, he's able to just trim it down, because I wasn't sure what sort of length he needed it. So that's that one sorted as well. Then it's this set here, the tan set, which is the safari set that I've made. So it's for the 470 Nitro Express bullets. Sam Brown fitting on the front. I did have press studs on my old style, so got the Sam Brown fitting. The belt loop, instead of having like an additional piece of leather on the back, it's got where there's a couple of holes cut out so it can slide in between, sort of like the back plate there and the main sort of like body of the pouch. Basically, it's just to reduce weight off everything. My original version had an additional piece of leather that went from the bottom here up where the press studs went onto, and I also backed it up with the press studs with an extra piece of leather. So I've got rid of all that bit, got rid of the extra piece of leather at the front and well, top piece, and it's just the little Sam Brown that holds onto it. So put it in, line it up, and it just fits on like that. So open that up, exactly the same as what I did with my other version. The way the loops are and the backing piece. Luckily I've sort of got a tan-ish colour for the loops, because that's made out of Horween leather, which is an American leather, but it's already pre-dyed and what have you, so it's got a little bit more flex to it than what sort of like the normal veg tan that I usually use. Backing plate, dyed that myself, and then the main body of the sheath, I keep saying sheath, main body of the pouch. So I've got a pair of those, so both of these hold 6 rounds, so in pairs, because the guy's got a double rifle, so therefore he wants two rounds at a time. As well as those two, I've got some little I don't know, utility pouches. So basically we've got a little wind bottle here that just fits in there, pressed it on the front, a little belt loop on the back. This one's for well, like a little multi-tool. That's got the sort of like screw fittings on the front. Everything just slides down into it. It's handy that there's a little tab on there, so you can pull that, and because it's quite snug, everything pulls out together. So folds over, put the tab back on, and then one for the torch as well. One thing I did do on the one for the torch is that the stud, and it's funny enough, if I make it for a knife or out like that, I'll do it very similar. The bare metal on the back of the press stud would scratch on the housing of the torch, so what I've done is I've just put a little piece of leather on the inside, skived it really thin, just glued it in there, and basically that just protects that little piece of well, stops that little piece of metal from scratching the body of the torch. You don't want that all scratched up. Press stud on, job sorted. So that's the whole bunch of leather work. That's all getting sent out as soon as possible. I'm back onto my knives, and at the minute I'm working on a couple of projects that have got a tight twist Damascus blade. I've actually just etched it, so I'll quickly just show you that. Looking quite nice. I'm quite happy how it's turned out. That's going to have a walnut handle with black and brass liners, and hopefully I'll get that all sorted. I need to find out what sort of logos need to go on that one, but anyway, other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll try and do another update or something soon enough, but other than that, I'll see you later.